Hey. Today we are going to find common characters in the array. Let me read the problem statement. Of course, we don't understand the problem, like how we are going to solve it. Given a string array words, return an array of all characters that show up in all strings. Read carefully in all strings within the words, including duplicates. You may return the answer in any order. Doesn't matter the order is. There is nothing else. Let me give you example. BELLA. There is one B. Do you think there is another B? There is no another B. So we are not going to return B. What about E? We are going to find everything exists in other string. If there is an E, there is an E. If there is an E, like we are going to return that string. E, there is an E, there is an E here. There is something LL, there is LL, there is LL. That's how we are going to return it. Let me show you the next example. Look at this one. Cool, lock, cook. C is existing in all strings. There is in C, there is C, there is C. What happened to O? There is duplicated two O's, but at this time they are returning one O. When you see like the next string, there is only one O. There is no duplication. It means like we are going to erase the first O. When you come to the next one, like there is duplicated O's, but we are not going to count the last O's. That's how we're going to do it. When come to the algorithm, let's count the orders. What about B? B existed in one because like we are going to count the characters in the first word. What about E? E is existed in one. What about L? L existed two. What about A? A is one. Then we are going to iterate, except the first one, we are going to iterate every word and we are going to count each characters, and we are going to compare it like if L is existed in this the first word or not. If not, like we are not going to count it. If it is exist, like we are going to count it. That's how we are going to do it. I think you got the idea. So that's like if satisfied the whole condition, we are going to return that word. The first thing we need to do is like we need to check our base cases. If not words, of course we are going to return empty string, empty array. The first thing we need to do to avoid the edge cases if the word is empty. After that, like we need to initialize like our counter for the first word. We're going to initialize like let's common count it's going to be, there is a counter function if you are using a Python. I have no idea there is another way for as a programming language, but counter is the best thing. Let me show you what this thing is going to do it. We are going to count every word, every characters for the first index or the first word only. Let me show you this thing. Common count. Let's run this code. Like I said, L is 2, B is 1, E is 1, same thing. That's going to count just for the first word. After that, you need to iterate every word except the first one. How we are going to do it? Forward in words. If you are doing like this, like we are going to iterate every word that except the first one. That's how we are going to do it in the Python. Then, of course, we are going to count every characters for this word. Counter word. If I show you, if I print like this whatever, like it's going to show you the same thing like this one. Okay, if you are iterating these things, and if you know how many times they are existed those characters, you can check it. How we are going to check it? Or we are going to update common counters to the minimum count for each character. So like I said, for the example two, the minimum character means like we got like double O's, like at this time we got two. When it comes to this one, when we are iterating the words, it's going to give us like the first O. The second one is going to give us like one O. Then after that, like we are going to take the minimum of that thing. To do those things for characters, in common count, let's check if character in word count. What we are going to do, we are going to update our common count to the minimum of course common count of character. I think I missed something in this case for each character. We are going to update it. Or we are going to take the minimum of word count of each character. That's how we're going to take the minimum of both the word count and the common count of the first word and the other iterations. Else, we need to return common characters for common count. Going to be, of course, 0. Because it doesn't exist in one of the words, like we are not going to return that word or that character. Not that word, that character. Okay. If we are counting it, like let's build the result list. Let's create result into entity array, and for character and count in common count. What we're going to do is not common count dot items. So we need to check every items. For that, our result is going to extend character multiplied by count. That's how we're going to do it. Because we are counting how many times they are existed, and we know what character is existed in all of the words, and we are going to multiply it by the number of the count. That's what we are going to need. After that, we are going to return. Alright. Let's run this program. If it's working. If there is any bug, like we're going to fix it. Yeah, there is a bug. Syntax error. Invalid syntax. Oh. Return. Return. Yeah, that's how we spell it, the return. Oh, when we are taking the minimum, like we did something wrong with this one. What am I missing? Common characters. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. What is the error says? Oh, type error. The character if character is in count words, like common characters is going to be like minimum of common count of character and word count of character. Otherwise, we are going to return 0. What am I missing? Oh, that's how we're missing it. This thing is going to iterate inside our word. That's how we're missing. What? Word count. Enter. Da, 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 da. Did I miss something? Spell? I don't think so. I didn't miss spell. Should is not working. Like should work. I didn't miss anything. I have no idea why it's not working. Okay, let's start again. If not words, we are going to empty array. Then we are going to initialize our common count. Going to be counter words starting with the first word, 4 words in word. Except the first one, we are going to iterate every word in words. Then we are going to count each word. Okay. We are going to update counter for character in counter. If character in words count, we are going to return otherwise going to return. Oh, that's how we're missing this one. How we're going to return 0. Can't return the index. Yeah, working. Yeah, it's working perfectly. Yeah, that's how we're going to do it. Sometimes it's frustrating, but we did it for the best.